You know, I'm sitting here looking at Pearl and her pearly whiteness. Hi, pretty girl. I'm thinking to myself, like, how does she stay so white? It is disgusting out here. It's rained for like 13 days straight, and she's still white. And I'm amazed and impressed. I'm like, it's a cow, but it's muddy, and she's still white. And then I pan over and I see her mother. And then I see Gracie. And how white Gracie is, really, really bright white compared to Santiana. I guess that's similar to, oh, you know, your favorite white shirt that you thought looked amazingly clean, and you're so impressed with how clean it kept coming until you put it up next to a brand new white shirt. Maybe even teeth. I always thought that my teeth were not bright white, but white enough, until I see old pictures and I'm like, dang it. They just don't stay that white no matter what I do. Yeah. So it turns out white isn't all that white, as you can see. Oh, that, folks, is the sun, or just a tiny little hint of it this evening. It's feed time for everyone. And I just thought that I'd laugh about that, show you how, yeah, how sloppy we are here. But I'm impressed that our cows do, I mean, they stay pretty clean. It blows my mind at how clean these animals can stay and how filthy I am. Look it. Yeah. I don't even spend as much time out here as they do. And I'm wearing black, and I'm 10 times dirtier. Pearl, what's the world coming to, baby? Hi, Pearl friend. Yeah, Lester called her Pearl friend, and it's been my most favorite little nickname for probably any animal that we have. Pearl, baby, you got a little fly issue right now. Do you want me to spray you? Perhaps? Aren't her lashes just stunning? I mean, every woman just would kill for those. I would. I would love to have natural, beautiful, long, feathery lashes like that. And a cow gets them. Now, I realize that a cow's not utilizing her lashes to attract the neighbor, Moses. But I like them. Hi, Mama. Oh, we're not that cool yet? Come on. Love you. Please, Gracie lets me. Not when Mom's looking, but Gracie lets me. Your mom is so protective. I know a lot of moms like that, actually. I was not that mom. My mom wasn't that mom. I was joking the other day with Lester, and I said, I knew a friend that took their child to the ER. And I felt like that child was at the ER, like if you looked back at their Facebook timeline, that they were checked in at the ER like once a month. I never even went to the ER until I, was an adult and had a car accident. It was my first trip. My mother pretty much told us you had to be like without a limb or pretty much dead to go to the ER. So we never went. Somehow we lived and survived. I think she was a little extreme though. I remember my brother walking up the steps. He was 3 years old, and we had a basement, and he was carrying a toy, like a cork gun up the steps. And I was in the basement playing with my kitchen set. He was 3, I was 5. And I remember watching him trip on that little gun and fall off the steps from almost the top. He fell over to the side and hit his head on the concrete. I ran over, he got up, and we're walking back up the stairs. He's holding the back of his head, which is bleeding. And my mom yelling at us for messing around. Now, she didn't realize in that second that he was bleeding. I'm trying to get it out. He's screaming and crying. And she's yelling about, what are you two doing? Why are you fighting again? What do you want? She's busy. There's a brand new baby in the house, whatever. And then she realized that my brother's head was completely split open. Whoopsie. Yeah. I don't remember much from there other than I do know that my brother had to have stitches, and that was his first trip to the ER. Man, do you hear Pig Newton in the background? Who's ruining my good story here with all of his demonic noises. I also remember my other brother. One time, this is much later in life, he was in probably middle school, and I think I was in high school, and I came home and walked in, and he's got an ice pack on his chin, and I'm like, what'd you do now? Did you trip? Did you fall on your bike? What's going on? He was like, well, okay, so like the thing is, there's something stuck in my skin. And I'm thinking, okay, it's road rash. Let me help you clean it up before mom gets home. Again, we don't go to the ER. We're not those people. So the story went that both brothers were trying to shoot a squirrel out the window with a BB gun, right? And one brother, Moo, boy, I just busted you. One brother somehow ends up with a BB lodged in his chin. Yeah. So the story went that he was trying to shoot a squirrel out the second story window, and it ricocheted off of, get this, a telephone wire, not the pole, a wire that he was trying to hit the squirrel off of. And then it bounced back and ricocheted, this is even better, ricocheted off the ledge of the window, like the frame of the window, and hit his chin, and it's lodged in there now. So here I am trying to dig a BB out of my brother's chin while the other brother is terrified because, you know, mom's gonna find out. And that brother couldn't lie. So I remember that was a story, and my brother stuck with it. Jake stuck with it for our almost rest of our childhood. The next time that story comes up, we're all adults. We're on a trip. Every year we would go on a weekend trip with my mom, or the kids would stay with great grandmas. And I think actually I was the only one with kids at that point in time. Now that I think about it, Xander was the only kid. We all went on like a weekend trip. So we were in Tunica, Mississippi. We stayed in this Airbnb as a family, and we were out having a fire and a barbecue on the big back grill. And my mom goes, I bet you there's things in your life. There goes Jake Morrow. I bet you there's things in your life that have happened that I probably know the truth about that you guys don't think I do. And she goes, and I probably have some stories too. So this began the night of confessions. That's where I had to tell my mom that oh, that one night when I said that my car, I didn't have my checkbook with me to get gas, and that my car was actually not out of gas. But I told her when I called her from the friend's house that I didn't have enough gas to get home. The gas station that I would need to stop at on the way closed at 10 o'clock, and I didn't have my checkbook to stop at the other gas station between there and home, so I needed to spend the night. Yeah. I definitely was not out of gas, and I probably had my checkbook with me. So that was my confession of the night. Now, my brother Josh confessed. I'm pretty sure to like the cooler on the back of his truck all through high school wasn't for soda. Pretty sure that was it. And then my brother Jake. Jake definitely confessed to the pellet gun. It turns out that both brothers were having a little bit of a BB gun war in the backyard, and my brother Josh was a better aim than my brother Jake, and it got lodged in his chin. Yeah. The things that we keep. Oh, the worst part was my mom had a confession too. We had this dog when we were, I was in high school. My brothers were still in grade school with this dog, and his name was Billy. And Billy was like this little Jack Russell Terrier. And boy, did we love Billy. Billy was amazing. Billy was just past that puppy stage when he ran away while we were at our dad's house for a weekend. Boy, we were all pretty devastated. Mom goes, yeah, I went to work and came home, and well, Billy wasn't here. So I called, I looked all over, I did everything that I could. My mother later confessed that she gave Billy away because Billy chewed the gas line off the propane tank grill on the patio, and then he ate through the front screen door, and then he ate some drywall. And well, she was trying to sell the house at that time, and she had met her quota on time with Billy. So Billy found a new home. She kept that from us all those years. All those years. But what a fun night as adults to sit around and confess to your mother, and then your mother turn around and confess the worst one out of all of them. Yep. Oh boy. White. This started out as a story about being white. Being pearly, bright, beautiful, white. That wasn't so white after all. All right, enough rambles. Back to work. Show's over, kids. Show's over.